In a move that has captured global attention, the United States has deployed the USS Gerald R Ford, the largest and most powerful aircraft carrier in the world, to the conflict zone in Israel. This decision raises numerous questions about the intentions behind this strategic move, the potential implications for the ongoing conflict, and the message it sends to the international community. As the carrier positions itself off the coast of Israel, the world watches closely, with concerns ranging from the use of its advanced capabilities as a deterrent to the possibility of a more direct military intervention. In this analysis, we explore the reasons behind the deployment, its historical context, and the broader geopolitical implications. Reasons for the deployment. To understand why the USS Gerald R Ford is being deployed to Israel, we must delve into the context of the long-standing conflict involving Israel and Hamas. Tensions between the two have often erupted into violent confrontations, with both sides claiming historical and territorial rights to the land. The United States' alliance with Israel, rooted in shared democratic values and strategic interests, has been a consistent feature for decades. The U.S. support for Israel goes beyond diplomatic ties. It extends to substantial military aid, reinforcing Israel's security and defense capabilities. The USS Gerald R Ford's deployment serves as a clear message of solidarity, underscoring America's commitment to its ally during a period of heightened tensions. In the volatile Middle East, Israel's strategic importance as an ally aligns with the carrier's role in ensuring regional stability and peace. China's stance and global implications. As the USS Gerald R Ford moves into the eastern Mediterranean, global powers such as Russia and China closely monitor the situation. The fear of this move triggering a wider conflict, possibly escalating into a world war, looms large. The U.S. Navy's presence becomes a symbol not just of support for Israel, but also a declaration of America's commitment to regional stability. China's stance on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict adds another layer of complexity. The deepening ties between China and the Middle East, driven by economic interests and infrastructure projects like the Belt and Road Initiative, might influence China's response. The potential impact of China's stance on the situation in the region remains a topic of keen interest and speculation. Historical and technological collaboration. The enduring alliance between the United States and Israel is not merely geopolitical, but also deeply rooted in a history of tangible cooperation. The collaboration in technological fields, such as cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and biotechnology, has yielded cutting-edge innovations with global applications. The Iron Dome missile defense system stands as a testament to this collaboration, providing Israel with a critical defense against incoming rockets. Intelligence sharing is another cornerstone of the U.S.-Israel alliance. Israel's strategic location and intelligence capabilities in the Middle East make it a valuable partner for the United States in gathering crucial information. The exchange of actionable intelligence has contributed to successful counterterrorism efforts, enhancing global security. Challenges and uncertainties. As the USS Gerald R Ford takes its position off the coast of Israel, challenges and uncertainties emerge. The attention from global powers and the potential for diplomatic tensions pose risks. Coordinating evacuations of American citizens from Israel amid ongoing hostilities adds another layer of complexity. The carrier's role in the ongoing conflict, though intended as a symbol of support, could inadvertently escalate tensions. The U.S. Navy's commitment to regional stability and conflict resolution is accompanied by a need for diplomatic efforts to seek a peaceful resolution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Amidst the geopolitical intricacies of the region, it becomes imperative to delve deeper into the remarkable technological features of the USS Gerald R Ford, as they not only exemplify the carrier's prowess but also play a significant role in shaping its strategic capabilities. The USS Gerald R Ford, with its massive displacement of approximately 100,000 tons, stands as a behemoth on the seas. What makes it truly exceptional is its power source: two A-1B nuclear reactors. This cutting-edge propulsion system not only provides an immense power advantage, but also allows the carrier to operate continuously without the need for frequent refueling. This translates into sustained operations at speeds exceeding 30 knots, a critical factor in maintaining a strategic and dynamic presence in the Eastern Mediterranean. One of the key technological innovations aboard the USS Gerald R Ford is the Electromagnetic Aircraft Launch System, EMALS. This revolutionary system represents a departure from traditional steam catapults, offering a more sophisticated and efficient method for launching aircraft from the carrier deck. EMALS utilizes electromagnetic technology to provide a smoother acceleration, allowing for a wider range of aircraft to take off with varying launch weights. This flexibility in launch capabilities is a game-changer in terms of the carrier's versatility and adaptability to different mission requirements. Additionally, the carrier features advanced arresting gear, further enhancing its technological edge. This component ensures the safe and rapid landing of aircraft on the carrier deck. The combination of EMALS and advanced arresting gear not only streamlines flight operations but also contributes to the overall efficiency and effectiveness of the USS Gerald R Ford in its role as a strategic asset. The technological advancements incorporated into the USS Gerald R Ford underscore its position as the pinnacle of modern naval engineering. Beyond sheer size and power, these innovations represent a commitment to staying at the forefront of naval capabilities. As the carrier takes its position off the coast of Israel, these technological features not only symbolize military strength, but also emphasize the United States' dedication to maintaining technological superiority in the face of evolving geopolitical challenges. In an era where naval operations require precision, adaptability, and sustainability, the USS Gerald R Ford serves as a testament to the strides made in naval technology. The integration of nuclear power, electromagnetic launch systems, and advanced arresting gear not only enhances the carrier's operational capabilities, but also contributes to the broader narrative of technological innovation within the U.S. Navy. As the carrier navigates through the complexities of the Eastern Mediterranean, its technological prowess becomes a strategic asset in ensuring a robust and credible deterrent. The world watches not only the carrier's military might, but also the embodiment of decades of research, development, and innovation that position the USS Gerald R Ford as a symbol of American technological excellence on the global stage. Conclusion. As the USS Gerald R Ford positions itself off the coast of Israel, the world witnesses a complex interplay of geopolitical dynamics, historical alliances, and technological advancements. The deployment sends a clear message of U.S. commitment to Israel, backed by military might and diplomatic efforts. The challenges and uncertainties ahead highlight the delicate balance required in navigating this volatile situation, with global powers observing closely. The coming days will undoubtedly be critical, shaping the trajectory of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and influencing broader geopolitical landscapes. The USS Gerald R Ford stands not only as a symbol of military strength, but also as a platform for dialogue and conflict resolution in a region marred by historical tensions and ongoing strife. As the international community watches, the potential consequences of this deployment extend far beyond the Eastern Mediterranean, impacting global relations and the quest for stability in a troubled region. Please don't forget to subscribe and like our channel for more exciting Navy news.
Aircraft carriers represent the power of the naval force of the country. They are big floating airports on the sea. But what if the aircraft carrier becomes an aircraft itself? Yes, you heard me right. This video will help you explore the multi-billion-dollar U.S. aircraft with the most powerful engines in the world. Don't forget to show us some love by smashing that like button and subscribing if you haven't already. If you are as curious as me, let us dive in, guys. With more powerful wings and engines, the aircraft carriers are now ready to take off into the skies. They can become a new class of massive bombers or the largest cargo carriers in history. We all have seen flying ships in many movies, but this is the time to bring that into reality. The launching of this multi-billion-dollar U.S. aircraft will make the U.S. Navy a powerful naval force. This was not the first attempt to create a flying aircraft carrier. The naval force started planning about this a long way back during the time of World Wars. But there were no proper technologies to build an aircraft like that. But now it is possible because of the advanced technologies. The US had 2 airships carriers that were able to fly, but they were not built for harsh climates. They later fatally crashed. Who knows that 25% of the world's aircraft carriers belong to the US? They have a dominant power in the naval force. They have the most powerful aircraft than any other country in the world. This can be proven by many factors. The greatest and most powerful USS Gerald Ford is powered by 2 Bechdel A1B nuclear reactors. The carrier only needs to be refueled once. The operational life of the USS Gerald Ford is 50 years. The fact that it only needs to be refueled once in this operational life is mind-blowing. This means that the USS Gerald Ford could run for straight 25 years without refueling. The speed of this carrier is 30 knots. This carrier also has new processors and operating systems. The carrier has everything such as new sensors, processors, and weapons. This makes it even more powerful. Unlike virtually every other aircraft in the world, the USS Gerald Ford features a single system for both horizon and volume search, in the form of ANSPY 3 multifunction radar for X and S band active electronically scanned array. This is the most advanced radar system. This helps the carrier to overcome technical difficulties and helps to control air traffic, missile communications, and spot targets from miles away. The USS Gerald Ford is home to 75 fighter jets and unmanned aerial vehicles. This carrier is home to the famous and powerful 5th generation F-35C Lightning II Joint Strike Fighter. The development of this is the most expensive weapon development program of the Pentagon ever. You will get goosebumps if you get to know the price spent for the making of this fighter jet. It cost around $400 billion. I know, guys, this is insane. But this project was not a failure. This resulted in the making of the most powerful fighter jet which can do vertical takeoff and landing. If this aircraft is this much advanced, then we can think how the aircraft that can fly will be. This is the ultimate goal of the US Navy. Saripus planning and experiments are going on to achieve this goal of building a flying aircraft carrier. The experiments started in 1917 with aircraft that were slung under the airships. These were called microfighters. These were used to defend the airships. During the 1970s, the US Air Force started experimenting with the idea of converting one of its largest aircraft into a flying aircraft carrier. These will be full of parasite fighters that can be deployed and recovered at any time in midair. The Boeing 747 will be able to carry up to 10 microfighters. This plane will be designed to carry the microfighters. The microfighters will also be designed small enough to be carried within the Boeing 747. However, there were many challenges regarding this project. Because of that, this proposal never made it to the next step. But they never dropped the plan to build a flying aircraft carrier, although that will be very costly. Now let us get into more details about the Lockheed CL-1201. This is designed to be a flying aircraft carrier. This will be the size of the normal aircraft carrier. This weighs around 5,265 tons. This aircraft will be as tall as a 14-story building. The wingspan of this aircraft carrier is 1,120 feet, and the fuselage of this aircraft will be around 560 feet. This is twice the size of the Boeing 747 aircraft. This can only be powered by 4 huge turbofan engines powered by regular jet fuel to an altitude under 16,000 feet. But if the power is powered by a nuclear power reactor, then this aircraft carrier can run straight for 41 days without refueling. The aircraft can maintain a speed of Mach 0.8 for this period and cruise at an altitude of 30,000 feet. This will have a crew of 845 and will have 22 multi-role fighters. But this was almost impossible. The production cost was way more than the others. This may be one reason why this proposal never made it into the next step as well. Up next, we have the B-36 Peacemaker. This was another aircraft that was planned to be transformed into an aircraft carrier. This was also made to upgrade to carry the microfighters. That would be the McDonnell F-85 Goblin. This aircraft carrier can keep up to 4 of the microfighters. The length of the wings of this aircraft was 230 feet. This is the largest aircraft ever to take to the skies. When it is fully loaded with everything, including the weapons, the overall weight comes to 410,000 pounds. Do you know about the Lockheed C-130 Hercules? Now, the United States Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, or DARPA, is looking forward to using a modified Lockheed C-130 cargo aircraft as a flying aircraft carrier. They are planned to be modified in such a way that they will be able to deploy and support Dynetics X-61 Gremlins unmanned aerial vehicles as microfighters. After the use, these microfighters will be recovered by using the proprietary air recovery method involving a drogue-like receptacle and docking technique. Regular tests are also done for this project. The testing right now is done at the Dugway Proving Ground with International Air Response providing the contracted C-130A. The tests are getting better. In January 2022, DARPA successfully launched an X-61 Gremlin UAV from the bay of the C-130. If this project becomes successful, then the U.S. Navy will succeed with flying colors. Their dreams will come true. This will enable the U.S. to deploy drones from the mothership while still outside of enemy air defense. This will allow the drones to go on and engage the targets before returning to the airspace around the mothership. This program will continue as they have planned and will eventually reach their success. The making of a flying aircraft carrier faces many problems. One among them is the cost. The building of the massive and powerful USS Gerald Ford cost around $13 billion. So imagine adding the flying capability to such a vessel. The price will skyrocket. Another problem that the naval force is facing is the lack of infrastructure and purpose. Since the past experiments to build an aircraft carrier were a failure, the making of a new flying aircraft carrier requires new ideas and techniques. These heavy aircraft carriers need a big and special landing place. Building that is not as simple as it seems. These heavy aircraft carriers cannot be landed in the normal landing strips. But there is one complicated question attached to this concept. Why would the naval force build a landing strip by spending billions of dollars while they have an aircraft carrier in the sea which can carry many fighters? Why they should have two of something that serves the same purpose? Another major complication that we cannot deny is the chance of explosions. This can be very rare, but we cannot deny this. If an explosion happens, that will be deadly. So no nation wants something like that to be flying over their heads. The flying aircraft carriers will be a game changer. The launching of this carrier will be a great success for the U.S. Navy.